90.
Let's take a look at probably my favorite of the Ice Age franchise, Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. When I was a kid, this was my Ice Age movie. I watched it more times than the other movies, mainly because it's a dinosaur theme and it was very cool premise. And and the character of Buck was when he first showed up. It was one of my favorite characters of all time, and probably my favorite character in Ice Age. Honestly, him and Scram, my favorite characters. Uh, and Walk the Dinosaur song is very catchy. I've heard that song existed before, just like I Like to Move It, Move It. I think I was at the Mario movie, the 90s version. But this movie introduced me to this song, which in this version is by Queen Latifah, who, funny enough, voices Ellie in this movie, and the previous film and the next two films. Um, and honestly, it's still my favorite of the franchise. Where, so in this film, Manny is about to get his baby with Ellie, and Sid adopts three dinosaur babies. But then later, mommy dinosaur tries to find her babies and find them, and Sid as well. She grabbed all four of them, and it was up to Manny, Ellie, Diego, Crash, and Eddie to get him back. Where they went to the down to to a to a world of dinosaurs where they meet up Buck the Weasel, and they go on an adventure to find Sid, and also to and Buck also trying to stop Rhodey, his greatest enemy. And this movie is my favorite franchise for many reasons. One, that I love the dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, and so this movie being a dinosaur movie is epic, and it goes well as a dinosaur movie. The dinosaurs look great. I love the designs of dinosaurs. The character of the dinosaurs are great. Like whereas Mommy Dinosaur, where she started out like to Sid not liking Sid at all, and but caring about his babies, but then later she is okay with Sid and gives him a happy goodbye, which is kind of awesome. To the point where before that, she saved Sid from Rudy in the climax. Which is, this movie has some fun action in it, whether it is the plant scene where Bugs saves Manny and Diego out there. They were trapped by a plant after Manny accidentally touches it without knowing what's gonna happen. And also when uh, Bug, Crash, and Eddie saved Sid with Bug's dragon pets. Those Dino Dragon Pterodactyl pet. Thought that was a very awesome scene. And also when Diego and Manny stop some of the dinosaurs from attacking Ellie while she was giving birth to Peaches. Thought that was a very awesome sequences. Um, I love how the way did they were treating the character of Scrat. Thought it was pretty funny. Where this time they have a female version of him, and at first he felt interest in her, but then was distracted by the fact that she also has the acorn, and throughout the most of the film, he tries to get it, and both him and her were fighting over the acorn until she saved her from the almost falling down the lava, and as actually kind of abandons the acorn. And there's a point in the movie where it focuses on the acorn being sad that Scrat left him. That was pretty funny. But then when the female Scrat told Scrat to put like the rock couch somewhere better and feels tired, he sees the acorn and was like, "We're back!" But then the female Scrat gets jealous, gets angry, and also wants the acorn back. But then when Scrat goes back to the Ice Age, he gets the acorn, but then he no longer has it and screams to the credits. That was a very funny and fun way to get more scratch scenes. But of course, let's talk about Buck. Voiced by Simon Pegg, he is and still is one of my favorite characters, not just in animation, but characters, period. He is very cool, he is very funny. This backstory is pretty interesting. The way it's shot and the way he tells it is very epic. Really enjoy his moves and his funny scenes, like where he's talking to himself with Skeleton's head. Thought that was pretty funny. I also love his design with the eye patch, and his sword is very cool, where the blade comes from Rudy's tooth. And thought he made a cool side character to the franchise, and Simon Pegg delivers an awesome performance. I really love in this role. And probably also my favorite scene in the movie is probably when they go to the Chasm of Death, and both Manny, Diego, Crash, and Eddie get high-pitched voice to the point where they start laughing hard, with not caring that it might lead them to death. And also Bug tries to warn them, but when he gets high-pitched, he starts laughing too. I thought that made me laugh. And it was probably the scene that I remember the most when I went back to watch this movie today. I really loved that scene. It was very memorable, and it still holds up, honestly. And I thought Peaches was a cute addition to the franchise, and she grows up immediately in Ice Age 4. And I thought Ice Age 3 Dawn of the Dinosaurs is my favorite, is the best of the franchise, and for all the reasons I just explained. And also, Sid is a very likable character in this movie, because he cares about the kids that he adopted for just a few hours. And he has some funny scenes, but he's mostly kind of a good, like, adoptive father in this movie. I thought that was very awesome. Makes me like the character even more than the last two times. So overall, I really love this movie. It's like one of the best anime films of all time. Probably top 11 or something like that. That's just me. But what are you guys' thoughts on Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs?